What is up, you guys, and welcome to the Upper 90 YouTube soccer channel where we talk about soccer, aka football. Today we're having our London Derby, Chelsea versus Arsenal. Let's go! For those that don't know who I am, my name is Michael Forstner. I'm a huge Chelsea fan. London is blue. We got a great match in our hands today versus Chelsea and Arsenal. Now, obviously, these are some big matches for both teams. Arsenal are having an absolutely terrible season, and I don't care about that at all. Whereas Chelsea are still hunting for top four, which we need to get another win today against Arsenal. And it doesn't even matter if we're going against the top four. We always want to beat Arsenal because Arsenal is just that team that we never want to lose to, because even no matter if we won the league, Arsenal always say, well, we beat Chelsea, because that's just who they are. They don't even care about winning leagues anymore or titles. All they care about is beating Chelsea. And therefore, I want to make sure that Chelsea absolutely dominates Arsenal today, because I think we have the better team, we have the better manager, we have a better everything, and therefore I think Chelsea is easily going to win this game today. Now, coming out, I think the formation that Tuchel will go with is actually be a little bit more attacking. I think we're still going to go with the same formation that we've been doing the last couple of matches. I think in the back we're going to have obviously Thiago Silva, Rudiger, and probably Zuma. Christensen obviously is having an injury. I think he's going to be done for the rest of the season, even though Tuchel says he's optimistic about him coming back against Villa. But I think we're probably going to shut him down for the end of the season, which is a shame because he was having such a great season. But I do trust those three guys playing in our back three. As Azpilicueta maybe playing one of those positions, I'm not too sure. He may need some rest. I think Tuchel's going to kind of hold him back so he can utilize him for the Champions League against Chelsea. Now, along with that, we're probably going to have Reece James, and I'm thinking Alonso again for the attacking mindset. I think Alonso is going to start over Chilwell today, but again, we'll see how that goes. As recording this video, the lineup is not out, so as I'm saying this, they may have switched it already. So again, if that's the case, that's what happened. But in the midfield, I'm actually thinking that Gilmour today might start. I think Billy has been playing and definitely deserves a start, and I think this would be a great match for him to start in the midfield. I think along with Jorginho. Obviously, if he doesn't start, I think Conte is the better option, but I think Billy needs a little bit more time in this squad, and I think he deserves it. So I wouldn't be too surprised if he starts today as well. And then obviously up top, it's always hard to predict who is going to be starting. I think Timo Werner, Pulisic, and possibly Kai Havertz, but Mason Mount, again, it probably should start, but he also does need some rest too, so I wouldn't be surprised how that combination goes. Ziyech is always another guy that can start, but overall, the team that we have, I'm just so grateful because we have such a solid squad that we can pretty much throw anyone in there, and this squad is still better than the Arsenal squad. Now, not saying Arsenal doesn't have a good team. They obviously have a lot of good players. Arteta is still working out the kinks with this team, even though he's been there for a few seasons now. But again, he's trying to adapt and get different players to play different positions. This year's been way different than all the other years. A lot of injuries. He's been dealing with that. Some signings that came in didn't play out too well. But overall, they still have that threat up top. Their main guy, Aubameyang, if he's starting, can obviously be a threat. He's been hot and cold this entire season, so I'm not too sure who's going to show up today. Obviously, I hope it's the cold Aubameyang, but you never know. And along with their midfield, depending on who starts, Smith Rowe's been playing pretty good. I'm not sure if he's going to be playing. Partey, he's been playing a little bit more. Ceballos, somehow he's regained his form and been playing a lot better. So there's definitely a lot of players in the Arsenal squad that can push and make this team a little bit better and give Chelsea a challenge. But overall, I think Chelsea is going to have an easy game against this. Now, I hope I don't eat those words and say it was an easy game, because watch, I'm going to see a recap of this, and we're somehow going to have a hard match against Arsenal. Overall, though, happy with what Tuchel's been doing with this squad. Obviously, we are in great form. We've won our last couple games. We've beaten Real Madrid, knocked them out to get the Champions League final. We've had some closer calls, but again, we're still winning. We beat West Ham a couple of weeks ago too. So overall, I think Chelsea, and obviously beat Man City just the other day. Don't want to forget about that. But that was a closer one. We won in stoppage time, so I don't want to brag too much about that. but we have been beating a lot of better teams. And again, I don't think Arsenal is even up to that. And yeah, I did say West Ham. I think West Ham is above Arsenal, not just in the table, but overall and performance-wise, because I think David Moyes has been doing really well with the Hammers, and I think they may have a possibility to achieving Champions League this upcoming season, especially because Manchester United or Manchester City and Chelsea are playing, which leaves that 5th spot open for another team, and I think that'll be West Ham. Could be Liverpool, but we will see. So hope you guys enjoyed this game, and hopefully Chelsea wins this, because obviously I want Chelsea to win. I want us to finish top 4. I want us to lock out that place, because if we can do that sooner than later, we can actually have some of our other players play a little bit, our youth players, but also give some of our bigger players some rest going into the final game against Manchester City for the Champions League final. So we'll see how this game goes. Obviously, I'm predicting Chelsea winning. I think the scoreline is going to be 3-1. You're going to be surprised, but I think Timo Werner is going to have a hat trick. Yes, you heard me right. I think Timo Werner is going to have a hat trick today. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I think it's going to happen. I think he's finally going to be unlocking and playing a little better. I think he's finally getting into his form. Fingers crossed that this does happen. Overall, I think Chelsea will win 3-1. So that's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel where we talk about soccer, we talk about Chelsea, we talk about the Premier League, but mostly Chelsea because they are the greatest team in the world. So again, my name's Mike, and we'll see you next time, hopefully after the Chelsea win.